Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You may know me as the Grimm's List or the Grim Reaper. Today we're going to be talking about Zoophile. So as most people probably know, I call out Zoophile on Twitter, so I'm often known to get into controversy around the Zoophile. And unfortunately, recently I got into a pretty big controversy compared to most times. Pretty much all the zoophile normally sexualize these animals in a very sexual way, and as well as some of them do actually mate with animals. So, the big controversy I got myself into is I was calling them out a lot of times, and then I got into an argument with a bunch of them. And then there were a lot of people who were defending the idea and saying it's okay to sexualize animals as long as you're not actually mating with them. However, I still have to disagree with that take because you shouldn't be sexualizing them in any way. As much as I'd love to read you all the controversy I got myself into, it's really long and it's just not worth reading all of it. So instead, I'm going to let you guys know that unfortunately, there were some tweets that they have reported my tweets from. And there is also someone who is trying to mass report me on Twitter because I've been calling them out a lot. Before I get into details about the person trying to mass report me, I'm going to show you the tweets that I was reported, and I was locked out of my account for a day. So some of you guys might remember this account where this specific person has fully admit to actually having sex with their own pets. And in case you guys don't know what canine means, it means a dog. Which this person literally admit to having sex with the dog. Going out to celebrate Pride tonight, but to be honest, it just doesn't feel the same as it did yesterday. I specifically knew what they were talking about. However, I didn't really care. I just wanted to say something because I got really pissed at the person for still getting away with a lot, especially knowing that they have actually mate with their own animal. And they still somehow have Twitter. So here was my response. Let me guess, pride on having blank with your dog. You are disgusting and should rot in jail. Seriously, man, there's other crap going on today. Don't care. You mate your dog, so that's already enough information for me to bully you. So after that, there was someone else who decided to join in this conversation and try to basically argue with me. It is also known to be another zoophile. This person literally admits to being a zoophile and practicing zoo. Not only that, but this person also retweeted someone basically talking about a dog's gentile. Which I'm not gonna read it because it's pretty disturbing. Your whole account is just some edgy 14-year-old who tries to make people mad for attention. Lemio. Nah, plus you are definition of a dwelling loser. Defending someone who blanks their own dog and you sexualize animals. So another L for you, bud. So obviously this person didn't respond back to me, but I did see another tweet they tweeted to the person I was calling out, so I decided to tweet back at them. Be proud and celebrate it, you deserve it. My response was, I hope you jump off a cliff. And so someone decided to report me, so unfortunately it is not being seen anymore. So unfortunately, I was locked out of my account. I wasn't able to reply to anyone the same way as I would normally. Unfortunately, I could only DM them. But at least I could still DM some people on Twitter, a few of my friends. But I do have to point out that remember, these are the same people who are sexualizing animals in a very disgusting way. And if you have seen a lot of the stuff that I had to see, you would understand why I did what I did. Still very bad because unfortunately there is a lot of things I've seen that they've gotten away with. These Zoophiles are a huge group of people. Yes, huge group of people who work together, pretty much. And they have gotten away with much, much worse. And I will show you how bad it gets. And it gets even much messier than you think. So if you think that what I did was wrong, that is your opinion. You're still valid with that opinion. But you gotta understand my perspective in this too. Because even before this happened, there was something else that happened originally. That somebody was trying to mass report my account. And they still have never removed it. But before I show that, I will show you all the free screenshot I took of all the words I said that was reported. And you can judge whatever way you want. You can say what you want. It's your opinion. But I am going to be as real as I can. So here is all my reported tweets that have been removed. I hope you fall off a cliff. How about you just jump off a cliff? That seems to make peace, pathetic zoophile. Another reason for you to jump off the cliff, Lemio. Now, I get what I said was wrong, and I shouldn't have said that. But you also have to remember that these are the same people that have sexualized animals in a very wrong way. And I'll show you some things I've seen. And trust me, it will make you think. And I'm not gonna lie, I've seen a lot of nasty things I didn't want to see. There was even a time where I went to look through their Twitter, and literally, it was really bad. Let's just say that. And it was not something you want to see every day. And it would just make you really want to stay away from every media as possible. That's how bad it is. But the reason I do this is because I know that it needs to be called out. Because unfortunately, there is a company that is dedicated to growing as a zoophile company. And it actually is a company, which I'll be probably talking about next video. And it's a really disturbing. And I can definitely tell you that I found enough information that I can show you. So, once I DM'd this person, I put a meme about Jesus as to open the door as a joke. Jesus does not exist and you attempting to convince me otherwise will never work. And don't go on any stupid crap. You're going to hell rants. If you're a zoophile, you deserve to get bullied. I don't care. You deserve to get bullied since you are a zoophile. And I don't have to agree. How so? And that's your opinion. Burn the lake of fire. Because I care more about animals. Get a high school education. So I was later blocked because of that. So of course this person says mass report this piece of crap. And you gotta realize that this is before I tweeted basically fall off a cliff and everything like that. In case you don't notice, they are breaking the TOS, which meaning they're breaking the terms of service of Twitter. But here's the problem. Specifically, this zoophile has literally abused the TOS. And people have reported him for this. And Twitter has done absolutely nothing to actually stop this. You can literally find that tweet scrolling through down, which was like almost like 2 weeks ago or a week, somewhere between that. And they still were able to get away with it. Now, of course, saying to someone to jump off a cliff is not a nice thing to say. It is very mean to say, alright, I'll be real. But you gotta remember, these are the same people that are a lot of these people that I have said to basically jump off a cliff are the people who sexualize animals hardcore to the point of where they watch animal porn or a lot of different things. And some of them even actually mate with them. What's worse is that the person that literally tried to mass report me has literally been able to get away with it without having to get in trouble by Twitter. And here I said one little thing, one thing that might have broken the rules, but you gotta remember that everybody does this. There's always going to be someone out there in Twitter that says something stupid, which is normal. But when it comes to something like endangering animals and sexualizing animals, things like that, this is when I'm more concerned. I am more concerned about the animal well-being than I am concerned about them, because they are going to sexualize them. And some of them have killed animals because of it. And they say that they love animals, but they don't. They only want to sexualize it. That's not even the tip of the iceberg. The worst part about this is that these people are getting scot-free every single day. They have pride in being a zoophile. So they are proud to sexualize an animal or even to mate with them. So think about this. This is like basically, think of it this way, of someone being the P word. Basically, if they were sexualizing children the same way and doing the same exact thing, how would you feel? It would feel very bad and wrong. They would need to be taken out. It would be frustrating. It's the same way I look at it when it comes to animals. The only reason why we're not defending animals as much is because we see it as they're not humans, so they're less relevant. But in my opinion, it is equally as bad as being the P word. I'll be honest, I do understand people's perspective on me stating certain things I shouldn't have said, which I will admit I was wrong for doing that. But at the same time, these people are getting scot-free every single day. And they will continue to get away if we're not going to stop them, because they continue to grow. And there's a company around it, and I will be making that next video about this. But you have to understand, that company literally sexualizes animals, not just sexualize them, but literally mates with them. And it's very bad, and it tells people about their experience with their pet partner. If that makes you already uncomfortable, well, it gets even worse. They have a podcast. They have a group of people that make stickers and a whole bunch of things. And it's really sad to say that this generation is corrupted this way. The saddest part about this that I think is Twitter doesn't do anything about those zoophile. They let them get scot-free. And you gotta think that these people literally post animal porn. Which meaning that literally the best way I can describe it is basically there's animal gentile and you see it out there and it's profanity. It's disgusting. I don't want to see that. Honestly, they keep posting this stuff in their own freaking Twitter and they keep getting away with it. I don't understand how they keep getting away with this, because in real life you would be put in jail if you did that. And unfortunately, on some countries it is legal, but to me, I still see it as it's always going to be illegal, because this is beyond disgusting. Final thing I want to show you before I end this video, I wanted to show you a scripture in the Bible that I have seen that someone made a good point to me. What I said was technically not as bad as you may think. Exodus 22:19. Anyone who has sexual relation with an animal is to be put to death. Anyways, like, subscribe for more. And if you don't, Jay Station will make a 3 a.m. video about you. Love y'all and peace out.